Most people dream of saving their first $10,000, $100,000, or even $1 million. But the truth is, many give up along the way because those numbers seem too far out of reach. What if I told you that the secret to reaching large sums starts with something much more achievable? How about focusing on your first $5,000? If you want to learn how to accumulate your first $5,000 and use it in the smartest way possible, stay with me until the end of this video, because I'm going to show you a practical step-by-step guide that could change your financial life. Prove to yourself that financial freedom is possible. If you manage to save $5,000, it means you can save $10,000, $50,000, and much more. That first amount isn't just a number in your bank account. It's concrete proof that you have the power to transform your financial reality. But the question is, do you believe in that? Many people live trapped in the idea that they will never be able to save money because every time they want something, they go into debt. They justify themselves by saying it's impossible to save because the salary is low, the bills are many, or they never learn how to save. But the truth is that financial freedom does start with a high salary or luck. It starts with one step, the decision to change. Imagine someone who never believed they could run a marathon. At first, even running 1 kilometer seemed impossible. But one day, that person decides to take the first step and run for just 5 minutes. The next day, another 5 minutes. After a few weeks, they can run 3 kilometers without stopping. Then they realize, if I made it this far, I can go even further. The same thing happens with money. Saving your first $5,000 is like running the first 3 kilometers. You prove to yourself that you can do it. You realize that with discipline and strategy, money grows. You discover that you don't need to depend on debt to get what you want. From that moment on, your mindset shifts. What once seemed impossible now becomes just a matter of time. Your biggest enemy in financial independence isn't a low salary, the bills, or the system. The biggest enemy is the belief that you will never make it. If you've already managed to save even a small amount, you've already got the proof that you can go further. The question now is, will you keep sabotaging yourself, or will you challenge yourself to grow even more? If you can save $5,000, you can save $50,000. Here's why. Few people understand the true value of saving the first $5,000. Many give up along the way, thinking it's too little or not worth the effort. But the truth is, this process teaches something much more valuable than money itself: the power of discipline and financial planning. Think about this. If you manage to save $5,000, it's because you learn how to control impulses, reduce unnecessary expenses, and create smart financial habits. You realize that every small decision makes a difference, that every dollar saved a day can multiply in the future. And here's the secret that many don't see. The same effort and discipline that got you to the first $5,000 can take you to $50,000, $100,000, or even more. The amount isn't as important as the system you created to get there. That's why the rich keep accumulating wealth. They don't rely on luck or $1 million salary. They master the game of money, knowing that building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. If saving money is still difficult for you today, remember, every small achievement is a brick in the building of your financial future. Your first goal is not just to save a specific amount, but to become the person who knows how to do it and can repeat this process as many times as they want. So ask yourself, what financial decisions am I making today that my future self will thank me for? Because the difference between those who always struggle with money and those who achieve financial freedom isn't in how much they earn, it's in how much they've learned to control and multiply what they have now. The decision is in your hands. You can keep seeing money as something that slips through your fingers, or you can take control, learning to build it brick by brick. If you've already managed to save $5,000, you've proven you're capable. Now you just have to keep playing the game. Money is freedom. Choose jobs that are worth it. Have you ever felt like you had to take a job just for the money, even though you knew it wasn't what you truly wanted? That you were stuck in a professional situation with no real options? This happens because without an emergency fund, your decisions aren't really yours. They're dictated by necessity. Now, imagine a different scenario. Imagine having enough money. Having a savings fund means more than just security. It means freedom. It also means autonomy. It means you can wait for the right opportunity instead of accepting anything out of desperation. It means you can invest in a personal project, switch industries, or even start a business without fearing that you'll run out of money the next day. The most successful professionals aren't those who take any offer, but those who have the luxury of choosing where to invest their time and talent. And the key to that isn't just earning more. It's learning to save and manage what you already have. If today you feel trapped in a job you don't love, ask yourself, what can I do now to change this? Maybe the answer isn't to look for another job right away, but to start building your financial freedom. Your first business can start with $5,000. What are you waiting for? Many people dream of having their own business, but believe they need a fortune to start. The truth? With just $5,000, you can take the first step toward financial independence. This amount can be enough to start an e-commerce business, selling products on Amazon, Etsy, or Mercado Libre. You could also invest in a YouTube channel by purchasing a quality microphone and editing software, or even offer freelance service, such as graphic design, digital marketing, copywriting, or video editing. But most importantly, starting a business is not just about money, it's about mindset. When you invest your first $5,000 into your own project, you stop relying solely on a paycheck and begin building something that can grow exponentially. Many successful entrepreneurs started with little, but they all had one thing in common: the courage to take the first step. Don't wait until you have enough money, because that moment never comes for those who don't take action. So the real question isn't whether you can start your business. It's when you'll decide to do it. Because $5,000 may seem like a small amount today, but if used wisely, it can open doors you never even imagined. In the end, whoever controls their money controls their own decisions, and whoever controls their decisions will never again be a prisoner of a meaningless job.